stacking them deep, selling them cheap.
It tastes like gasoline, rubber, and victory.
We're just out here stacking pennies.
Hey guys, happy Thursday, and welcome to Spare Change. There's some things we didn't get to on Monday, so we wanted to cover a couple things for you guys at Talladega, but also a little bit of setup for this weekend at the Monster. First off, one of my favorite things I saw on Sunday morning was Ronald. He's a good friend of the show. SVG has come in several times, talked about his massive dog, Ronald, who Jensen met this weekend, actually. We were walking past the playground, and Jess was there walking Ronald around. He's 140 pounds, I believe. Big dog.
Big dog.
He's a big dog. And they were going to Jess was getting him into their rental car to go pick up one of their friends that landed at the airport. And so Jensen just climbed, like, he just loves dogs. He just climbed right in the back of him with him. Apparently, Ronald's scared of kids. So Jensen was chasing Ronald around in their rental car. So he'd got in the back seat. Ronald got into the front seat. Jensen climbed them.
What did Jess say?
She was laughing about it. So finally, Ronald was like, he was like looking out the window, like, help me out, guys, please. So Jensen and Ronald, I could say they're buddies. But fast forward, that was on Saturday. This is on Sunday. Apparently, SVG likes to go for a little Sunday morning run. He's an overachiever. He wanted to run 2.66 miles in the morning with his dog. So he ran all the way around the racetrack, made it to the middle of turn 3 and 4. Apparently, Ronald worked up a nice poop. Who's going to clean that up?
Big dumps. I would say he probably cleaned it up, or
I'm going to say no.
Maybe the Toyotas cleaned it up when they all wrecked over there. One or the other. I heard that he also had some scanner, like good scanner sound from
Dude, that
weekend.
car, hang on. Can we just talk about the paint job on that car? That thing looks so cool.
It's got French fries on the side of it and flames.
Blue flames. Like I was, and then on the back it said Ryder Fry.
Oh,
I saw that a lot. Him and I were around each other. He gave me one of these little hang loose on a restart. And I said, "Hey, buddy, get back to work." What was he saying on the radio for his first career Speedway Cup race?
How's the car driving? Yeah, it moves around a bit when I got cars on either end. Keep talking in car length and how far off. I got no idea what a foot is. 1 meter is 3 feet, Joe. Copy. I didn't even think about that. That's good info. Okay. He likes the car lead, NASCAR stuff, so keep doing it. A little feedback from the pit crew here. They want you to be, when we're changing tires, you can be more aggressive coming into the box. Just slide them, lock them up and slide them. They like it when you lock them up. Okay, copy.
That's pretty funny. Who would have thought? Because my man goes off meters. He doesn't know he doesn't know how many feet it is.
Can you tell me what it is in meters? Because I don't know what a foot is. I've never heard that one. That was pretty good. The pit crew getting a little picky.
Yeah,
getting a little picky at a super speedway. Please lock the tires. Just pit the car on.
Just pit it.
Just pit it.
Yeah, if it's rolling a little bit, just hit it anyways.
Yeah, it is tough and frustrating, but he's got enough going on to where you don't have to be telling him that.
No,
he's
doing a good job. He kept that thing straight all day. He was up front. He was in the back. Got shuffled forward, back. I don't think he made it through. His car was straight at the end though. Maybe he didn't want to floor it into the big wreck like everybody else did.
I think that's an American thing.
Apparently it is. Hang on, they're wrecking. Tell them I'm coming.
Yeah. Moving fast forward into Dover.
So that was Talladega. Let's shift gears, go into the Monster.
Yeah, I think it's one of your favorite racetracks, I'd say, for sure, right?
It is, man. It's just one of those really fast tracks. It rewards hitting your marks, and you can kind of hammer it there. The concrete, you don't really have to save tires. It's just it's a fun racetrack.
There's a couple tracks, I think, when you race Cannon East or what was Busch North, like when you're like you, Bubba, bunch of all the guys that kind of came through Cannon. I think there's a couple that you circle. I'd say Dover's definitely one of them.
Yeah, Loudon we got around pretty good. Iowa we won at.
Yeah, so this is one that everybody seems to like. A lot of guys have a lot of seat time around here, even back to those days. But it's also a place, man, where it can bite you.
Bite your ass in a minute. We even ran well in an Xfinity car at the old JGL. Finished sixth there.
Sixth there, yeah.
So just always had a good knack for the Monster. But like we mentioned, Miles will reach out and bite your ass in a heartbeat, just like it bit Joey Logano in 2009. A little tough, dude. After flipping this week and then remembering and seeing that, dude, that was several large shots. Right
Ugh.
there.
Well, they still had springs. They had ride height rules back then, so it was a little bit more forgiving.
Yep.
I remember watching that from pit road, and we were down towards like pit stall 40 back there, and I just remember like looking at how high the car was when it was tumbling.
Yeah.
Because where you at, like on, call it ground level on pit road, the top of the turn with the banking is probably, it seems like it's 50 feet higher than you, and then the car was in the air, so it looked like it was just so high.
Where was Robbie Gordon going? Jeez.
To the front, man.
To the front. That's still one of my all-time favorite lines. I'll tell that story in a second.
To the front, but yeah, you also see him get wadded up on the backstretch, like off at 2, especially on restarts when it's like pop, pop, and the inside wall there.
Well, man, you're on restarts. You're fighting for you're fighting for real estate because it's hard to pass, and you want to make sure you get your passes done pretty efficiently. But it doesn't take much to get in a bad spot in a hurry. Things just come up on you really quick there. Yeah, that was a
big wreck,
all-time crash there.
Yeah, for sure. Pit road here is very challenging. It's a place where you could see old 5 lug nut stuff. You would see a lot of loose wheels. You definitely want to have your stuff tight and right this weekend. Speed on pit road is going to be prevalent. You're going to want to be fast because track position is going to be huge here. It's very. I would say that it is one of the tracks that's harder to pass. Would you say that?
Yeah, you're going so fast.
And we'll see rubber get put down on the concrete tracks as the track, as you're racing at speed under green flag conditions. The track gets blacker because the rubber starts getting put down. And then right when the caution comes out and cars start going slower on it, it peels all the rubber back up. That's kind of what we see at concrete tracks quite a bit. So your balance will shift throughout a run quite a bit. And then if there's cloud cover, or the sunshine. And Dover's one of those places where it could be 85 or 40.
Yeah, it really is.
In the same day.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it can get overcast pretty quick, and it is a place that is really sensitive to temperature and rubber laid down, so I'm excited for the challenge this week.
The last concrete track we went to that was High Bank, big time tire issues. We'll see if there's anything that comes of that this weekend.
Different tire.
And, yeah, but. Maybe someone spilt the old
additive in there.
The old additive in there again this weekend.
Unicorn urine.
So you're gonna have to navigate that if you want to win the Miles the Monster trophy. Where does that rank as far as coolest trophies on your trophy scale?
5. I think it's in the top 5.
Give me your top 5.
Harley J. Trophy for the Daytona 500.
Okay.
You made a face.
No, I was like, okay, yeah.
No, you made a face. The Martinsville clock, I don't think it's second, but I think it's in the top 5. The Talladega one's pretty cool.
I remember Thor's hammer.
Yeah, no, it's like it's some figure holding a Thor's hammer.
Yeah.
That one is pretty cool. I think the Indy brick, the gold brick.
That's really cool.
That one's really cool. Miles and Monsters there.
Yeah, Miles and Monster up there. I like the Lobster.
Southern 500 one's pretty cool too.
Oh.
Just like the old Winston Cup trophy.
Yep. Yeah.
You know, old school. What else is there?
Well, first talking about cool trophies, I like the championship trophy.
Yeah. The old Bill France.
Cup.
Bill France Cup.
Yeah.
That one is pretty cool.
If you're going Harley J. Earl, I'll get double down on that. But yeah, there's a lot of cool ones. Miles the Monsters right there. I love that they put the car in his hand.
Yeah.
Like the car that won.
Only for the Cup series though, which I think is cool too.
Okay, that's good. So they don't do
the Xfinity trucks, ARCA, are all the same trophies. Its hand holds a checkered flag.
Okay, cool.
But the Cup one is triple the size.
I remember one time we won there with Tony Stewart. We really weren't supposed to win, and it was a really hot day. And when we got to Victory Lane, they had Tall Boy full Bud Heavies. So we were in Victory Lane. It was one of those. Cliff Daniels was the engineer, and we had been struggling, and he kind of got a good restart and we cycled to the lead somehow, and he beat Juan Montoya on a restart. And we ended up winning the race, and everybody was super dehydrated. It was like a blue-collar day, and we long story short, we all got drunk in Victory Lane. And then it took like 5 times to get the car on the platform going through tech. And the official's like, what are you guys doing? And we're like, we didn't know. Why did they not have Bud Lights? Like, they're Bud Heavies. Everybody's struggling here. But that was really funny. It's a really cool place. Victory Lane's super tight.
Very small.
But it's like really cool too. So it's just an iconic place.
You know what I like about it? Still got a pylon.
Well, that really grinds your gears.
It really does. I like the fact that it's got a pylon. And it always feels nice when you see your number toward the top of it. And hopefully we can see that this weekend. Hopefully you guys enjoyed Spare Change this week. Make sure to tune in, like, follow, share, rate, review, all the things, whether you're watching on YouTube or listening to us on Tuesdays on SiriusXM Channel 90 or wherever you find your podcasts. Stag and Pennies is the show for you. And keep firing your questions over. #Penny Your Thoughts on X and Instagram. Appreciate you guys.